everybody.
Welcome.
Welcome to Bitch Sesh.
I'm Casey Wilson.
I'm Danielle Schneider.
Guys,
what a week. It's been a big week in Housewives world, but also just in our worlds, I
It
guess.
feels like a big week. I just got back from a sophisticated fat camp.
What?
Kind of an upmarket.
Do explain.
Well,
I like the sound of that.
I went with one June Diane.
Oh, please.
Raphael, and we trotted ourselves out to the Westlake Four Seasons.
Oh, I like that.
Oh, it was amazing. It was called The Ranch 4.0. And it's this amazing program where basically, so June and I, you go for 4 nights. I left early. She came late.
You guys never. Yeah. I will say anything that you've endeavored, you're always like, I got out of there a few days early.
Oh, yeah. And when I drove away, I was like, freedom.
Have you completed any?
No, not at all. Not at all. And so, but we were together for one hike. But they wake up at 5:30 with like walkie-talkies. They bang on your door. You're supposed to detox from coffee, sugar, everything. June and I would order room service to come at 5:25. And then I would scoot the woman out and say, run along. We'd have our coffee, which I brought down in my water bottle, and we do a stretch class. And then you embark. And these are with 18 women from all around the world and country. Very nice women. And then you go on a 4-hour hike. And I mean, straight up, when I say 4 hours, that's a long time. Think about 4 hours just to yourself. It's a long time.
That's so long.
Oh my God. June and I were dying. Then in the middle, we were the last ones, my friends. Okay. And on the walkie-talkies while you're hiking, they're like, don't forget your water. And then by the end, they're just like, okay, girls, keep going, because everyone else is back at the van. So they're just like talking to June and I.
Oh.
And at one point we got a snack, this is like 2.5 hours in. We get one apple and they gave us some black Himalayan sea salt, just like a little pinch that you're allowed to put on your apple. And June and I are like, this is like a fucking Snickers bar. Like we're like, oh, and we're sitting in the middle of the trail. People are like walking around us. And then June witnessed me drop my apple into the dirt. And she goes, Casey, no! But you know what? One of the little trail guides washed it right off with water and we went about our day. But it was a wild trip. It was amazing though. Then they cook you this like amazing vegan food, and it's like a certain number of calories. Then they have 3 exercise classes. June and I slept through all of them each day, and you get a massage, and it's amazing. You're quite hungry.
So basically you went on a hike and got a massage.
That's correct. A 4-hour. Yeah, for many days we left our children to do this.
And had an apple with Himalayan sea
Well,
salt.
the other thing we did is they put you in this thing called the pod.
A pod?
Okay, they put your body, you put your body in a pod. It's like a pod. I don't know what to say. And it's like pressurized.
Like a tub?
Just
get my head around it.
Pod. Said it. I don't know how many other ways to say it.
I'm still not seeing it, but that's okay.
Okay. Like, those like chopsticks that look like pods? I guess I'm just telling you other things that look like pods.
Like a tanning bed?
Yeah, but a circular one, like a round one, like a tomato. If a tomato, you just cut it in the middle and opened it up. Okay. That's the shape. A large one.
This is a thing?
Yeah. So you get in there and you just place your hands lightly on your legs and you're completely naked. And then 2 days later at dinner, they give you this form that basically tells your exact like lean body mass, fitness levels. Like it tells some things. Okay. They had 5 boxes that you could check about like your overall health. And it says you're either superior, you're in good health, you're in fair health, you're in poor health. And then there was another box that basically, so all of that was in black. And then the other box was they just put the print in red, just kind of like, hey.
911, call 911.
I know. It basically said like you're fat and dead. Like you're almost dead. I know. It was like, June said it basically said to me like run to your doctor. And I know.
And I look at you and I've broken bread with you. I mean, you're a very healthy person and you look fantastic.
Thank you to all of that. I'm like, and I don't mean to throw stones at anyone else, but like, well, I'm not even going to bring poor Glenn into this, but like the party planner, for instance, on Beverly Hills, like, what would Glenn be getting? And God bless him, and the struggle's real and I salute and stand by Glenn, but like, it was hard to hear,
And I also like looking at you. And again, I am a person that Mia, the trainer from OC, called, and I quote, skinny fat.
Yeah.
And that was tough to hear because basically she was like, you're thin, but you're you're not okay.
Right.
Was what I was heard. And so that was tough to hear. And I hear that, but.
Well, to get the last of my baby weight off, which I didn't do, I basically, upon June's advice, stopped working out so I could just eat less because I like those big impact workouts. None of this sanctioned by my nutritionist that I promoted a couple weeks ago.
By your nutritionist, June Diane.
Yeah, no, June Diane has like been my beacon for everything. Like when I got pregnant, June's like, this is your time, baby girl. She's like, eat whatever you want. You deserve it. Then like a million pounds later, she was trying to lose weight from her pregnancy and she goes, ignore what I said. She goes, it's too hard to get off. And I was like 8 months in with like a fat burger and like a milkshake every night. I was like, what? So I always listen to June and sometimes it's not advised.
Yeah, it's back.
Anyway, so June told me to stop working out totally so that I could eat less, which I've been doing. But apparently my like, basically like any strength I had is disintegrated in my bones.
But you were working out till very recently.
I know. You know, I look at myself and I think you look fine.
I do think you look great.
You know, like if I was a lay person, I would think I would look amazing. You know, if I weren't on the tube. But I have body dysmorphia in the other direction. Like whenever I'm at my biggest, I'm like, girl, looking good.
Can I say though? And I think, and I'm not, I know you're not just saying this to, hear it from our audience, but I think you look fantastic.
God bless you. No, I can't believe I was going to say I'm fine with the way I look. I'm okay with how I look, but
Yeah, of course. We all struggle and we all see things we see in the mirror.
And I will say, June and I both saw major results from the weekend and it was fun. It was like very challenging and it was it was meant to be more like you're clearing your head, you're resetting your life, but we got major results and it was really fun.
Wow, I want to do this.
I know. Well, by the end, I was saying to June, like when she came late, I'm like, I love all the women here. She's like, you're like making friends here. Cut to. June's like, I think we need to book it this time next year and we need to email Kath and Jackie and the girls. Like, okay.
I recently
slow down.
I read in Jessie Klein's book, who I don't know if anyone's read that book, but it's great, called You'll Grow Out of It, I believe. Yep. Just finished that book, and she talks about how she went to Miraval in that book, which is not the wine that we've talked about, but it's like a I've been there. Oh, you've been?
Oh, Canyon Ranch, Miraval?
Yes.
You have a question about health or wellness. I've failed at it.
She basically talks about the resort and says it was like mostly she just, like you, just had massages and had thoughts.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's for me. Like I really want to like take
Cool Up and I always love to go to Miraval. And it's quite expensive.
Is it? God damn it.
I know. That's the...
If everyone would like to raise some funds to send Danielle to Miraval, I'm fine with that.
I think they're going to start a Kickstarter.
No? I don't know. Well, you can look into it. I'm just saying.
You make a nice salary.
But Miraval's expensive.
Miraval is great, but the problem is you can drink wine. So Cool Up would be off like doing therapy with a horse all day. Literally, it was like however you approach a horse.
I would like to do that therapy. I saw that when I looked it online. I was like,
equine training.
Equine therapy is for me.
So Cool Up went and did therapy with a horse. I did therapy, which is this thing called a Watsu massage. Ooh. Now that is where you go into a pool. And they say wear your bathing suit. You're going to get a massage in a pool. Now,
I don't know.
I am greeted by an elderly woman, a woman in her 70s. But you're weightless in water.
Oh, you sure are.
She cradles me like a baby. So I'm lying in front of her, like with my head at her breasts, and she's cradling me out.
Is she naked?
No, she's in a bathing suit.
I picture her bare-breasted. I don't know. And your head just laying on her bare breast, but in a motherly way.
Yeah, I was kind of nestled in there, and she's scooped her arms under me and proceeds to dance me around the pool. Literally move me and dance me. And so you've got earphones in or earplugs so that the water doesn't like splash up in there every second. And it is literally like being back in the womb. And she's supposed to simulate the waves and the movement of the womb. And I was crying at points. It's an elderly woman just slowly dancing me around a pool. And I paid handsomely for it. But then that night, Cool Up and I would go to the bar and you can have wine and just like drink all our calories. I
really want to go do this.
It's great.
I'm going to do this.
We got Taco Bell on the way home. Okay.
You got what?
Taco Bell on the way home.
I did read recently that Taco Bell is the healthiest of the whatchamacallit foods.
Fast food?
Fast food. Is that not true? Did I make that up for myself?
I don't think it can be true. I think so.
It sounded incredible to me, impossible, but I choose to believe that it's true.
Danielle, speaking of Miss June Diane.
Guys.
Wow. I mean, if you're driving, pull over. If you're at
walking,
work,
sit the fuck down.
If you're at work, leave. And if you're at home, go to work. This is crazy what we have here.
Yeah.
I'm going to pull it up, Danielle. You want to something's happened.
Yeah,
over
June
the
has something happened over the weekend, and June Diane would like to make a statement to our audience. And I know she is, an important part of the Bitch Sesh, and she has had some strong feelings on Bitch Sesh and has not wavered. And you guys,
something's happened, and she's sent us a missive, and it's effective immediately. Here it is. Please welcome, via voice memo, Miss June Diane Raphael.
For immediate release. It is with great pain that I, June Diane Raphael, announce the following. As of today, Monday, January 30th, 2017, I am no longer supporting Victoria Gunvalson, known commonly as Vicky. Formerly Vicky Woolsmith and born Vicky Steinmetz. As many have noted, I have stood beside her when most wouldn't and or couldn't, but today is different. As Donald Trump's presidency moves forward with its sexist, racist, xenophobic, homophobic, and anti-Semitic agenda, I am unable to support his supporters. It has come to my attention that Victoria Gunvalson falls into this category. For years I have said, despite overwhelming popular opinion, that Vicky Gunvalson is doing her best. But Vicky Gunvalson is now on the wrong side of history. And I am, unlike her face, unsettled by this. I believe Victoria is not doing her best, and that she could be doing better. Signed, June Diane Raphael.
Wow. Is everybody okay?
Oh, wow. I didn't think she would ever turn.
When she sent this, I literally was shocked. I gasped audibly.
I love that she continues to refer to her as Victoria.
As she can no longer call her a Vicky, as if she doesn't deserve a Y at the end of her name because she has a gravitas now.
She's as commonly referred to as Vicky, but not anymore.
I loved hearing her former names.
Yes.
That was a breath.
Wow, June has turned. She doesn't think she's doing her best.
I didn't think the day would come, but I have to say, welcome, June, to the right side of things.
Now June is on the right side of history.
She sure is. On the history of Victoria Gunvalson.
Welcome home, June.
Yeah, doesn't it feel warm here?
Doesn't it feel
sane?
right?
It's like she's been in under like her power.
Pod?
Yeah. No. Like she's been kind of under her power.
Yeah.
And she's finally been released from the cult. And she's realized all the things that she said and done.
She's like Leah Remini with Scientologists now. Which is a great program.
I love her book, her post-Vicky book.
Great to fall asleep to. Side. No.
I would like to have June write a post-Vicky book about what that experience, like what it felt like. And
to leave and to, because I'm interested in how she feels now. Is she
looking back?
Sadness, or is she able to see it clearly? Like, because she was really caught in something.
She was.
That we could see.
Yeah, and she couldn't get herself free.
I mean, this is a woman who, I'm talking of June Diane, not Victoria.
Or Leah Remini.
Or Leah or Victoria. This is a woman who stood by a woman when she seemingly knew her boyfriend did not have cancer.
Yes.
So for this to break her.
This is a woman who stood by a woman who let her daughter drive home when she was going through what seemed to be her body breaking down.
And you know what I'm realizing? Honestly, this is not even a joke. This presidency is dividing people.
Yes.
And June is also worried, sidebar, there will be a civil war. And it sounds like the war's starting at home between her and Victoria.
Has she cleared her Twitter handle?
That's a great question. We'll have to check in on her.
To check in.
Well, thank you for that important news release, effective immediately.
Yeah, so everybody, take heed. Fall where you may.
Yeah, and we know this has been very explosive, so it might be time for a break. We're back.
Is everybody taking a breath? Gone back to work?
Got up, themselves up off the floor,
clean the shit up off the floor that they did when they heard the news and shit their pants. Are we all good? Are we all okay?
Everybody clean? Guys, we have a guest. Speaking of, a gorgeous, gorgeous guest.
This is a person I admire in life.
Yeah.
And I'm very excited that they are
This
here.
person comes to us via Paul Scheer and June Diane Raphael. She is a celebrity stylist.
Guys, you have to...
Stylist, personal shopper to the stars. And a Brit. So she's got a lot to say. I consider her my own, very own Lady of London. The only Lady of London.
Oh, yeah, she is. She's quite posh.
Please welcome my dear friend and stylist, Clare Mukherjee.
Ladies, it's an honor and a privilege to be here. Truly, from the bottom of my heart, I cannot believe this is real.
Listen to her. I could hear her talk all
I feel like people think that's a fake voice. That's Claire's voice.
Yeah, she's not.
We're so
putting
many. I feel
it
like
on.
Juliet and Marissa Hermer.
Yeah, I feel like I'm like Dorit being like, I'm British too. Can I have a crumpet?
No, I am the real deal, ladies. I am. And I'm also making my voice deeper to sound more sophisticated and posh, because I'm not really that posh. I'm from North Yorkshire. I'm not even from London.
Oh, we don't know where that is.
That could be in the middle of Europe. I would have no idea.
Claire, welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, ladies.
Thank you for coming. You have a little one at home.
I do, a little 15-week-old baby boy.
I feel so blessed that you've left him to do what's really important.
This is actually the second time I've been out and left him on his own with his dad.
Really?
Yeah, so it's quite exciting.
For such an important night.
I know. It is an important night. I mean, after that announcement, you were here. We're all going to you were in the room when it happened.
Yeah, and where were you when June turned on Vicky, you know?
I remember the day, the time.
I actually was always with June on this.
What? Really?
Yeah, a bit controversial to admit, but I've always sort of felt for Vicky. I've felt her loneliness and her desperation to have a man in her life, so much so she would get swept up with this awful lie. I just felt
Have you
desperately sorry
turned?
for her.
Where are you?
You know, I was shocked to hear the revelation from June about the turning of the feelings, and but I know that if anyone's going to turn her feelings about Vicky, it's Trump, because I know how much she hates it.
Yeah.
Truly.
Yeah.
So now I found that out. I'm also changed. I'm a changed woman on my feelings towards Victoria.
I know. We won't even call her Vicky.
Wow. She's Victoria.
Yeah. I don't know that I know her.
Victoria,
Vicky.
if you're nasty.
And you are.
Yes.
And you
Claire, we're so excited to have you for a number of reasons. Okay, number one, obviously we want to just jump right into Ladies of London and get your take. But also, I'm excited to view everyone through your kind of style lens and style perspective, because you are a very classic taste. You have amazing taste.
Simple, clean lines.
Elegant. You once said my closet looked like, quote, the costume department at Warner Brothers. You know,
and I would say
these are things that are hard to forget.
You have not seen my closet, but sometimes I look at a shirt, like even tonight, I'm not going to say I didn't look twice before leaving the house and going
let's ask Claire about this shirt, Danielle, because I'm just getting my eyes on the sleeves.
Well,
let's describe it for our viewers. Is it a sweatshirt or a sweater, Danielle?
Unclear.
It's a hybrid. It's a hybrid, Casey.
So it's gray, and it's just simple gray, but then the sleeves appear to be gray and black cheetah, zebra print.
Zebra.
Yeah.
No, what do you make of this?
Claire?
Well, I have to always be honest, because that's what y'all are paying me for.
Of course.
Yeah.
I actually really was admiring your outfit, Danielle, when I first walked in. But you were wearing a jacket over those sleeves.
I was. I was wearing a jacket that Casey had bought me, so I can't even lay claim to it. And
yeah, so it was probably better when I couldn't see the sleeve.
And
because
you prefer neutral tones. You also told me I couldn't wear color.
No, you can wear color, but I think in small doses.
Yeah.
No, I bought recently, I have to ask you, and someone even said to me, would Claire like this? And I said,
when Claire turns up, and I'm saying turns up because, you know, that's what they say over there. When Claire turns up, everyone's always like, she's coming. Everyone's like, does this look okay? Should I button this? Should I take that off? It's terrifying.
I bought looks like a lion's coat. Or not even like a cheetah, perhaps. An animal print, fake fur coat. Thoughts?
Okay, I'm all about a bit of fun fur. Fun faux fur. It has to be faux, obviously.
Yeah.
In this day and age. I'm okay with an animal print faux fur if what you pair with that animal print faux fur is very simple.
Can an animal print be a neutral?
It actually can.
Thank
A
you.
leopard print can be a neutral. Now, let me ask, is this coat shaggy faux fur or is it a flat faux fur? Because that's important.
Believe it to be shaggy.
Oh, this is where it's all going wrong,
It's flat.
That's just a bit too much. That's just a bit too much to have faux fur, leopard, and shaggy.
I'm hearing this.
It's just a bit too much.
Unfortunately, I can't return.
Bugger.
Can you shave some of it off?
Perhaps.
Can you trim it back?
I might wear it to our New York shows and just give the audience a gander.
Let them give it a look. Well, you also and then we are going to get onto the housewives, but you also really get upset if I want to wear even like a pop of color with like my sneakers. You're like, we don't do that anymore.
We had a huge text exchange a few weeks ago about Casey wanting a new pair of sneakers. And I'm like, are these fashion sneakers or are these workout sneakers? Because you can have a bit more fun with your workout sneakers.
A bit more fun, but you said not really. But then I noticed Erica Jane was wearing a bright hot pink the other day on Beverly Hills and it didn't look right.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. It looks a bit comedy. You don't.
She always says I try to look comedy.
Well, you are a comedic actress, but
And you don't like my short skirts.
I was listening to what you were saying at the beginning of the podcast.
Wow, God, I have to like really rethink my closet.
But Casey doesn't just do like a mini skirt. It's like a belt. It's like we're talking micro mini here.
Yeah.
Like we'd have to be worried if she kneeled over to pick.
And these are the things I would never even wear a short in public if you paid me or a bathing suit. But for some reason in the skirt department, I'm like, I've got legs for days. Meanwhile, there is no leg on earth that should be hidden more than mine. And then I buy these skirts that are, they feel so fun, you know? And
I too don't ever wear a skirt.
But I'm thinking of them with a tight so everyone knows.
I will never wear I don't wear a short skirt. I'm always like, oh, I'm not that
she
girl.
Should.
But I'll wear a short sometimes. Like during the summer, I'll pull out a short. And I know that's controversial for a woman of my age.
It's not. You look wonderful.
But I will pull out a short. But a skirt for sometimes feels like, ooh, who am I?
Too girlish. I think a skirt, after we're like 35, a skirt seems a bit too whimsical.
Yes. And though we know I do enjoy some whimsy.
Yeah, I love a whimsical look.
Now, Casey loves a bit of whimsy. She loves a print.
That's strange because
when a frill and a ruffle.
And I love a cover-up.
And you did not enjoy
a cover-up.
You love I have seen you in some lovely cover-ups.
Claire's like, I want you when you go on vacation to stop shopping at the hotel store.
Yeah, this is something that also June Diane is guilty of. The Ojai Valley Inn and Spa. Let's hit up that shop and buy some kaftans.
To me, it's like, ooh, here's my favorite spot. And it literally is a place where they sell like Twix magazines and cover-ups.
But am I worse that I'm like, oh, that's too expensive. I'll go to Target for my caftan.
You know what? Actually, I'm quite a big fan of Target.
Me too.
Yeah. Especially the Who What Wear range.
Oh, please. I've met many things there.
Yeah, it's but you have to be in the right hands and you can't go too crazy. Because, for example, June Diane, she'll text me and she's like, I'm in Target and I'm having to physically restrain myself. I think you've maybe sent me a couple of texts like that, Casey, because you can go a bit wild in there.
Well, and I've sent you even some dresses that, I found a dress from Isabel Marant that I loved, and I showed Claire a picture of it. Claire was in labor, still wrote back, and basically she said, you can wear that round the house. A lot of your things are like, you can wear that round the house, but basically don't show anyone else.
Oh, no.
She doesn't like mean anything billowy, which, I get it. Now, enough about us, though, Claire. Will you just talk to us about housewives in general? Who do you think has the best style, if you could...
Well, it goes without saying, ladies, that it's Carol, isn't it? It's Carol Radziwill, who is a real life Carrie Bradshaw.
Yes, agree.
When it's like she actually came to life for me, which is such a gift. It's got to be Carol. Although she has had She
had some weird bumps in the road this last season.
Reunion look that you talked about, that I talked about to the radio in my car. I have conversations with you guys regularly, alone. That was a real...
that like nude lace up
Edwardian
Yeah.
ruffle neck.
Yeah, but also it was sort of the color of her. So that was strange.
Yeah.
It looked like her body had ruffles, and that was a strange look.
But I do appreciate her willingness to take risks. I think that she is so slim, she can pretty much wear almost anything. I don't understand how she maintains that figure when she loves junk food so much. She's quite fascinating to me, actually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. To me as well.
Okay.
But I think her style's incredible. Although I know it came from Lee Radziwill, but I don't like her leopard print couch. I think it's. I just think.
See, again,
What about the stairwell with no railing?
That terrifies me, especially
know.
as a new mother. And actually, as a drunk person,
Also, she's no young buck. She has, as we know now, four summers left. Like that's a hard stairwell for a gal of a certain age to get up and down without holding on to something. I've lost my footing.
She's not an elder.
Either I know,
she's
but
also
I'm
a lover
saying,
of a vertiginous heel. A vertiginous heel.
What's that?
A vertiginous heel?
What's a
A
vertiginous?
very, very high heel. Vertiginous. She is a lover of a very
Speaking
vertiginous
of
heel.
a vertiginous heel, when Kim clomped down the steps today in Beverly Hills, that platform, the editors, mwah, 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 mwah.
I know. Oscars, Emmys, Golden Globes, SAG Awards,
Tonys.
Pulitzers.
We both went to SAG Awards. When first we just saw the platforms, which you, of course, called out where they were from.
They're a very expensive Gucci
How does
platform
she
heel.
afford a Gucci?
I know, and they're
Kim
current
has
season.
money, guys.
From
and I've been
what?
saying this since the beginning.
From
I
what?
think it's not from her Monty.
No, obviously.
R.I.P. But it's from, I believe, a husband before that or after that. Her other kid's husband.
Really?
Someone had a ton of money and I think left her a lot.
Why was she in that, like... She was in a not so great house a few years ago in like Woodland Hills, wasn't she? Do you remember when she had the dog that bit Kyle?
Kingsley. I'm not... Where is Kingsley? We haven't seen hide nor
Kingsley went to
hair.
live with somebody else, I think.
Yeah,
Really?
that's Kingsley was quote unquote dropped off in a nice neighborhood, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That neighborhood in the sky, guys.
Oh, no.
You called for his death.
I did.
Did he bite one of he bit Kyle but also bit a child?
Alexia, I think.
Oh, that's dreadful.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dreadful. No, but
Amongst
Kyle's
others.
style.
Amongst others.
What about Kyle's style?
it's very caftan heavy, isn't it? It's,
Yes.
But I appreciate Kyle. I admire her. I liked her white suit tonight with the sneakers. I actually took note
That
of
was
that.
strange barbecue wear, though.
Strange barbecue wear. But it's the sort of thing I would wear to a barbecue. Maybe not the shiny white, but I do like a suit with a sneaker. I think it's a very current look.
Yeah.
And you really liked Lisa Rinna's outfit at the Great Gatsby party.
Well, I don't know if I really loved her outfit, but I thought that she really carried off that dress well because her figure's pretty great, especially in the slinky dress.
I thought her hair looked like Miss Havisham.
Yeah, that was dreadful. Yeah, I'm just talking about the gold dress.
Yeah.
And I know that April liked her stole. I wasn't particularly a fan of the stole. But the gold dress was fabulous.
Why was everyone, and again, we'll get into Beverly Hills in a minute, but everyone was looking at Erica Jane like they'd never, I was like, I knew who she was the minute she saw it. Everyone was like,
Yeah.
who is this? Well, like they'd never laid eyes on her before.
Because they're just trying to think of something witty to say because they're being filmed.
know.
Let's go with that. Oh, who is she? Oh.
Who in Orange County do you think has style? Or do you?
What do you think about Heather's style?
Well, I'm a huge loather of Heather Dubrow.
Wow.
I'm not a fan.
All right.
Well, we heard the news. R.I.P.
R.I.P.
Heather is not coming back to the Housewives.
And you know what I said, Casey?
Yep.
I said, don't let the door hit you on your way out, Heather.
Yeah.
See ya.
Wow.
See ya, Heather.
I
Won't miss
agree.
ya.
She had sort of run her course.
And I believe to my core being, and you heard it here first, and I want to make an announcement. A lot of you, I think, God bless you, haven't heard earlier podcasts, but you're tagging people, guys. We cannot tag anyone. Please, 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 please. What we say on this podcast needs to stay quiet. So if you want to tweet us, please do. We absolutely love it. Just don't tag the actual people that we've discussed because I'm terrified of Heather. And if I met her, I'd be so lovely
yes,
and
I would be
honored and
like,
humbled.
Why aren't you on the show anymore? Is what I'd say to her.
So humbled, and I hope to work with her one day. But I think 100% they asked her to leave, and her condition for leaving, well, they told her she had to leave, and she said, let me make it look like I'm leaving on my own.
Like an Norma Desmond.
I felt vibes from Andy. I'm not going to say anymore, but I 100% believe that they wanted her off.
Wow.
And she's making it like it's, her YouTube
And she's
closet
like,
show.
and they said that I could come back and the door is always open.
Yes, but I had to make this decision for my family.
Yeah, she laid it on a bit too thick, didn't she? It got a bit sniffy, it got a bit fishy.
Yes.
Yeah.
See, she uses a stylist, obviously. I always think she looks okay, but severe.
She looks put together, but I don't love the style.
I think that it's always solid. She never wears a print. She always wears something very designer, and it's always recognizably designer. Like, I always know, oh, that's a Stella, that's a Prada, that's a Chanel. She's quite loud with her designer choices, and to me, that's not a creative dresser. Wow. That's just somebody who just throws money at it.
Did you know when you saw the sweatshirt I'm wearing that it was Juicy Couture?
Is it really?
Sure is.
From which year?
Not sure.
Possibly 2007,
perhaps.
Danielle, you...
Oh, it's not that bad.
It's not. It's CNC. I thought it was Juicy Couture.
I don't think CNC even exists anymore.
Guys, you know what?
No, I'm sorry, Danielle, to make you feel bad.
Made some choices. It's okay.
No, I think just Heather just tries too hard. She tries too hard to look rich. She tries too hard to be classy. She tries too hard to be clever and all-knowing. And her style doesn't do anything for me. Yes, she's always smart and tight looking and whatever, tight face, tight dress. But it doesn't inspire me.
She's not a lot of fun. And I think that's what it came down to.
She's no fun.
Zero.
And now you have someone you like on Atlanta, that a style icon for yourself is
guys,
controversial.
Guys, if you are sitting from June's announcement, stand up for this and then fall back down.
Yeah.
This is...
Well... Sunday night's episode of Atlanta did get me thinking when Marlo brought up about how she would be offering fashion advice to anybody that wanted it. And I thought, yeah, I would take some of that advice. Marlo.
Really? She's a fantastic dresser.
You know, I just think that she turns it up. She turns it out. She dresses for her audience. And she gets it right. She's always wearing the latest Balmain shoe.
Balmain.
Balmain.
I called it Balmain.
Balmain, yeah.
Balmain.
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 She's wearing her Gianvito Rossi's. She's kind of draggy and she knows it and she goes for it. And I actually think she looks a bit like Naomi Campbell.
Who's the designer that Kim and Kanye are like?
Olivier of Balmain.
Right.
Yeah.
I heard there was talk that like Kanye and him are together.
What?
I know. I don't talking crazy.
I've never heard this, but like I don't know. I always feel like I'm one step behind you.
Do you think the Kardashian stylists are making a ton of money or no?
Oh yes, yeah, definitely. Yeah. Well, actually, funnily enough, my baby nurse said that. Oh no, this might be a bit gossipy.
Go ahead.
But my baby nurse charged quite a lot of money per hour, and. You know, we were desperate, so we went for it. Some things you just got to spend some money on. But we had a little chat, and she said that she interviewed with the Kardashians and that they were very, very cheap.
Yeah. Really?
And that they wanted to pay her much less than we were paying. And she told me how much she was charging us. I was like, okay, fine. Because I'm too English and too polite to sort of say, well, can it be any less?
Yeah.
Apparently... They're real cheap.
Well, apparently because they think that you're going to get publicity. I've just heard, by using their name. But at the same time, it's like, but if someone's taking care of your kids, like they deserve money.
Yeah, I think if it's like a sort of a job where you might want the press and you're a hairstylist or a stylist or makeup and you want like your own celebrity.
But I actually heard they pay their makeup and hair people like an insane amount.
Yeah, I think they do, and I think they're all on contracts as well
because they probably want to hold on to them.
Yeah, totally. So I know of the main girl who does all of their stuff generally, and I'm sure she's taken well taken care of.
Wow. Okay, let's get into Ladies of London, Claire.
Yes. So do you know them?
Oh my God. I wish.
I mean, you all talk the same. You know them?
Danielle asked in the middle of tonight's watching Beverly Hills, she goes, do you know PK?
It's just like, England's not the hugest country. It's like if you live in...
PK?
It's like if you live in Delaware. You think you might know another person from Delaware.
No, I do get asked that all the time. If I know like Peter who lives in like Birmingham. I'm like, no, I don't know Pete, your friend Peter who lives in Birmingham.
Americans are garbage. You just let us, we have no class.
Do you have any gossip on the ladies of London?
Mm-hmm. Well, I will say that I've always been quite aware of Caroline Stanbury as an avid gossip reader from like my early teens.
Claire got me, hence all of us, into Daily Mail.
Oh, yeah.
Is that, I didn't realize, it's
do I get credit for that?
Totally.
Oh,
God,
I read
huge.
it so much.
Literally my eyes
do
open
too.
in the morning and I click on it.
Truly the first thing I look at in the morning, the last thing I look at.
Sometimes I accidentally get the news section. Like sometimes like I accidentally switch over to the news section. It's always like articles about how women are monsters and we killed our children and husbands.
You
truly
cannot go to news.
Don't go to news because it's not pro-woman.
Ew.
See, I'm UK showbiz and US showbiz. I think you only look at US showbiz,
Yes,
but
me
I get all of my like Only Ways Essex info. I get my Made in Chelsea dish, which by the way, you're missing out on big time. I think you'd love both of those shows.
Okay.
It's like the Bravo English equivalent.
I'm in.
They're truly amazing shows. But yeah, I've always been aware of Caroline Stanbury. As a reader of Hello magazine, I would read my mum's Hello magazine.
I love how you're like, I've been aware of her as a person who grew up. It's just like as someone who reads tabloids. She's been on my radar.
I'm so proud when I first began reading Hello at the age of 9.
Oh, wow.
No, but Caroline's always been around. She was a real socialite. And I'm 35. I'm talking about when I was like 17, I knew about Caroline Stanbury.
Wow.
Because she was
can
always
feel
getting
that about her.
photographed, going out with people. I always thought she had good outfits, and she dated Prince Andrew. So she was really quite heavily covered by the English society pages.
Wow. Now, okay, because you're British, I've had this question, I've asked it before. So someone like Jules, who's marrying into the family, and becoming the Earl of fucking Sandwich, who gives a fuck?
Yeah.
Do you really think she has higher status than Caroline Stanbury?
No. As a British person who's aware of what it is to be posh in England, and I'm not particularly posh, I'm very much middle class, Caroline Stanbury is 100 million times posher than Jules, Bowles, Mapperton.
Sweat balls, Mapperton, whatever.
Is it because she's American and a pain in the ass? I knew it. I could read between her lines, couldn't you? She was like, she's been that piece of trash. I was like, you mean just substitute the word American? I understand it.
So when you're with your British friends and you're making fun of American girls, what's coming up?
Don't they always ask you if you know Peter who lives in Bed?
I'm such a basic American bitch.
No, I don't make fun of my American friends or girlfriend. We're not nasty about American girls. I've got lots of lovely American female friends.
You do.
Yeah, I truly do. So no, I don't sit around and.
But you have to admit, the Americans on Ladies of London are horrible.
I know she talks like yes, but I like Marissa Hermer.
Oh, I don't. I think she's annoying.
Juliet is a monster.
Oh my gosh, she's awful.
And Jules is a piece of
Well, what do you
trash.
think of Juliet's style? Because I love last week and Juliet's like, it started as a blog. And now, I don't know, now it's a job.
How is that a job? She's like, I gotta work. And she like takes a picture like against a cement wall. She's like, I'm working. It's like,
She's like, I've got to get some selfies at this thrift store. I'm working.
Oh God, it was so cringy.
She's
when
the
they went to
Kristen
East London.
Teichman, the Kristen Teichman of that show. It's just like, I took one photo and I'm a fashionista.
like pop a color.
No, I totally know. Yeah, Papa Carla, the nail polish. I love it. Never seen that in a shop. Never. I think you saw it somewhere, didn't you? It's a bit jealous.
It's in Ricky's in New
Oh,
York.
that's it.
Which is basically a costume shop for drag queens.
Yes, which I have, believe you me, I've got many Halloween and real life costumes there.
I'm not putting down Ricky's. I love it.
Juliet really bothers me. I just, oh gosh, she's such a sheep with Caroline as well. She just does not have. It's almost like there has been an under the table deal. As I think there are quite a lot of under the table deals amongst these women, but to sort of stay on Caroline's side. But her style is grim, and it was awful when they went to East London and they were trying to be all hip and edgy because East London's like Echo Park or Silver Lake, and it's just so embarrassing that she like tied like. I don't know, didn't she tie like a scarf on her head or something?
Yeah, she did.
You know, she had a scarf on her head, guys, and a bow. It wasn't terrible.
Oh, it was just so awful.
It was actually
Danielle.
quite funny and fun. No?
It definitely wasn't funny.
I thought it was embarrassing.
Definitely wasn't fun.
I thought it looked okay. You know, sometimes a girl ties a bow around her head.
Now, what about Sophie? Because I love her.
Love Sophie. Oh, I know you love her hair, as do I. I can't believe it's real, but I saw it on Watch What Happens Live when they pulled
It
her
is,
hair
and she
it's
has
all there.
tutorials on YouTube.
Watch them about the hot rollers.
I know, I just don't know that I can.
As you would say, I love her figure.
Oh, yeah, incredible figure. But can I say something that I have noticed? Right when I first saw her in the first season or second season, I'm on to third now.
Yeah, third.
I thought, Sophie's a smoker. She's got a smoker's face.
Oh, she is. We've seen her, yeah.
And since then, I've seen her with the cigs. And I just think she needs to be careful. She's starting to look like a smoker.
I thought you were going to say she needs to be careful that she would get lung cancer.
I'm more worried about her
No,
wrinkles.
as long as you're beautiful, who cares what you get?
Losing her collagen in her cheeks from the
But
cigarettes.
it must be how she stays thin because she's so trim.
Yeah, no, she is. She's incredible. I loved it as well when she texted Prince Harry. I thought it was pretty.
Yeah. I love her. I love their life. I want to be like a posh British person. I was meant to be, you know?
Yeah, I know. I could see you there.
I would love it. I think I would fit in.
Well, I often sort of wish I was one of them.
But you
honestly.
are.
I'm not. I'm living in LA. I live in Los Feliz.
But you're chic because you live here amongst us.
Yeah,
you deign to.
Yeah, to like rub shoulders and try and dress us.
You just want to touch the hem of your garment.
Yeah, but I was 13 in North Yorkshire with like purple hair, wearing a Nirvana t-shirt and not snogging any boys. And, you know, it's like, I'm just like the rest of you.
You're just like us. Now, do you like living in America better? I'm acting like you're an alien. I'm like,
And do you know PK?
sure you don't know PK?
Do you know PK?
No, PK actually makes me embarrassed to be from the same country.
He is. He's the worst of what a British person could be.
Yeah,
He's
he really
so
is.
terrible.
All right, darling, look up your skirt. Here we go.
And just kind of red-faced and like,
and did you hear when
pudgy
Lisa
face.
asked him to get him a drink? He was literally, tonight, he was like, gay yourself. That's what he sounded like to me. I know his voice doesn't sound like that, but
No,
he's like a
buffoon.
dick.
Yeah. Oh, he's awful. He's really, and unfortunately, there are lots of men like him in England. Yeah, no, really hate PK. Do I like living here? I think I moved here when I was 23, so I've only really ever been a working grown up in America, so I don't really know what it would be like to live in England. You know, as an adult. I was a student and then came here. So, yeah, it's great. Really like it. Like the sun shining.
Wow.
Should we get into Atlanta?
Yeah. Should we take a break and get into it? We're going to take a break and we'll come back with Atlanta and Beverly Hills. Guys, we're back with Clare Mukherjee, and we're going to get
Dive
into
into
Atlanta.
Now, this was an interesting episode. I found it to be a little bit dark.
I did too. I thought it was a great episode.
Yeah.
Did you? I thought it was
did.
fillery.
Really?
I felt like I was just waiting to get to the camping trip.
I don't know. I mean, guys, I've stood by her in the past, but I can't Kenya's trouble.
She is trouble.
She's really troubled. Like, so we open up with Cynthia really doing a nice thing and trying to go like have a talk with Matt on behalf of Kenya.
But she doesn't do a good job of it. Because then she victim blames Kenya in it.
Guys, I'm on Cynthia's side here, but she has to acknowledge Kenya's insane. I just felt she was being like, well, we both know she could be a bit of a drama queen. Like, she had to say that. Kenya's...
But I think you take away all your rights of someone being a drama queen once you knock in their glass doors 4 times.
Thank you, Danielle. I'm sorry, but this man is dangerous.
Yeah,
How can we compare that?
I totally
danger?
agree. All I'm saying is we've seen how she has provoked Portia on the show. And like, even I'm just like, there's something about Kenya.
And you know, you've been on Kenya's side. I'm not defending Kenya.
Sounds like you are.
But and you have been a bigger supporter. But I will say that, like, I think in a relationship with a normal man, yes. But in a relationship with a toxic, sometimes violent man, it's hard to kind of like not take her side.
Okay, I really misread that one.
No, I actually have I really think you did. I think you're way off there, really.
Wow.
I think that...
And the way that they introduced him, like the reader under Matt's name was estranged boyfriend.
I really did misread it because I wrote, Kenya destructs everything good in her life, like her friendship with Cynthia. Wow, it's like I'm blaming Kenya.
I don't think, like, you are right about her.
Yes.
It just feels like he's so, like...
You guys are right.
No, he's a dangerous man. I think Cynthia's normally the voice of reason.
But I also think she's a pussy.
Yeah, she's with Nene. She was such a...
Like, I think she's so willing to kind of, like, throw... Like, I think her intentions are good, but the minute she's met with any sort of, like, she wants to be likable to everybody. So the minute she's met with any sort of like, well, I don't think so, then she backs down. And I thought that she did that with Nene, and I thought that she did that with Kenya's estranged boyfriend.
But I think that he's scary. So I think that we just can't encourage her to reconcile with him at all. She needs to be done.
And I thought that too.
What does this card say? I hope they get back together.
I loved the montage of Kenya and Sheree putting out their platters.
Oh, God.
Both, I did not know which was chintzier and sadder. Like, just Sheree standing in front of her house. People are not even allowed into her house. There is no air conditioning. They have to go sit in the car to get some air on a hot Georgia day.
And then she's put out those little miniature muffins, but she can't even get the plastic, like get them open.
Yeah.
Oh, that was rough. It was like she was setting up a bake sale in front of her house.
The best is then she like pops champagne, it spills, and Sheree casually says, pour some out for my homies. It was a throwaway. It was a throwaway.
Oh my God, I need to go back and rewind.
And then Kenya goes, Chateau, she ain't doing shit over there. And the best is that we learned that Cynthia's assistant's name is Vicky, spelled Vikhe.
What?
Vic he.
That is, we gotta look at some assistants I have never seen before. Them like driving their bosses up.
And even Phaedra's assistant, you could tell was like right behind her and then just like scampered away.
Who was Kim Zolciak's assistant?
Sweetie.
That's it.
R.I.P. R.I.P. I don't believe. I think she's gone the way of most of the people that have ever worked for Kim.
Except her lesbian cook.
Yeah, lesbian cook.
Who I love.
I do too. What's her name again?
Drawing a blank.
Oh, I loved Cynthia's sort of La Isla Bonita testimonial look.
Oh, yeah.
Catch like the sort of red and black with the big shoulders, but nothing in the big
no shoulders.
So, but like it had sort of just like a Spanish look. I was very into.
And I love when Portia comes over and it's like all smiles with Sheree, but then she's like, "Can I talk to you for a second?" And they pull over to the side and she confronts Sheree basically about bringing up all the stuff with Shemaya. And during this, Sheree is eating a humongous piece of cantaloupe. Like just keeps eating cantaloupe. She's like,
Sheree is never afraid to eat during a heavy moment.
Not at all.
How do I feel about Shemaya?
It's very strange.
Yeah, I don't know where she falls.
Where her loyalties lie.
Yeah.
You're torn, aren't you? Because she's Portia, and then Portia always
How
frickin'
did
frack,
she
and then-
become such good friends with Candy?
Yeah.
How did she become such good friends with Candy?
It seems like overnight.
Yeah.
Candy really needed to put out better info about the white party of it all.
Yes.
People were showing up in brown.
Not one housewife. The only people that knew about that it being a white party were people that weren't on the show. Were just some like side players. I was like, girls, get this together.
And every new person kept coming. She was like, oops, I guess I forgot to get you that info.
But I thought it was quite shocking with that whole Candy is effing Shamia thing. Like, didn't put, like, forgot everybody.
But guys, can I say something controversial? Because of Shamia and Candy's newfound closeness,
Yeah.
I found myself going, is she?
Yeah. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I don't know why.
I know what you mean, but she does have kind of that energy.
Okay, so in the preview for next week, when Marlo...
My girl Marlo.
when your
Fashion icon.
fashion icon
She's my
Marlo
inspiration.
says, while wearing a gold-plated choker
And a see-through camouflage jumpsuit.
at a glamping trip, when Marlo's like, can I ask a question? Are you a lesbian? Then they cut to like 5 different people as though it's like a whodunit. Like, was she pointing at Candy?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's obviously directed at Candy, isn't it? Isn't it?
I mean, I assume so. But honestly, my reason wasn't even the energy, but it was literally just like, why is Candy all of a sudden throwing a party for Shamia,
Oh.
who she has only met through Portia, it seems like, last season in Miami?
Really?
I don't know.
I just don't think Candy and Todd... I don't know. Candy just seems like someone who would just be like, if I was doing this, this is what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't think so. But Todd has gotten weirder and weirder.
Todd, that boy cannot complete a project.
It is worrying. It
really is.
Yeah. Did he start? What was his role in the production crew? Does anybody know what his role was?
I think he was... at first I thought he was a camera person. Then I thought he was a grip. Was he like PA?
I fear he was a PA. I mean, I mean, sorry.
Look, they have a gorgeous child together, but Candy is a diamond, and I worry that she makes bad choices. I think
I'm not a fan.
Really? Why? You're not a fan of Candy?
No, I think she thinks she's like the queen, the new queen of the.
She is.
She's not though to me. I know she's in the middle of the lineup of
I think that's a height
titles. Really, they put the littlest one in the middle.
I think.
Really. I just find her a bit boring.
I think.
Well, of course.
And I hate her mum.
Oh, well, her mom's a nightmare, but I think, she is talented. She's the only one. Her
Can't think of
projects.
anything else to say.
But her projects work. Yes, is Bedroom Candy a pyramid scheme? Obviously, but it works, and pyramid schemes make money for the person at the top of the pyramid.
I like when Candy gets upset. Like when she started fighting back with Portia. That's the Candy I like. It's just she's so level-headed. It's hard to push her. Although I will be very interested in seeing how she handles these accusations next week.
Me too.
Yeah, that'll be exciting.
Because she's admitted to snogging Shamia, hasn't she?
What?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah, and Candy and Portia have admitted to making out.
What?
I swear. Did I dream this? No. I think maybe I read it on the Daily Mail.
So you think there's something to Marlo's question?
Yes, definitely. I think they were in the club and with Todd, and Candy and Portia were drunk and snogged.
Wow.
I read that somewhere.
They're very far from that now.
Yeah, they are.
Wow. Phaedra and Kenya's new friendship is just interesting. It's hard
to watch.
I know.
It actually warms my heart.
Really?
Me too.
I don't know.
I love that Portia called them frack and whack.
I feel like it's going to explode in both of their faces. I feel like it's so tenuous. It is hanging on by a thread, and everyone's on their best behavior. But if one person steps out of line, it is going to explode.
Yeah, like when they were in the limo ride, which you were saying, there's 30 women in this limo ride. Like, I didn't know everyone could bring like 20 plus one.
So
everyone's like,
strange.
this is my sister. This is my friend. This girl's from Miami. Oh, she's from Cleveland. I'm like, who is in this limo?
Yes.
But everyone's fighting, so I'm okay with it.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly.
I agree.
And Portia bringing a doctor's note from her anger management doctor is so funny. But then I did like how Candy called her out. She's like, she tries to pull Phaedra type moves, but she's not as good at it.
Yeah.
All right.
I feel bad for Portia with her anger problem, actually. And I think she really is trying to do...
As someone who struggles with this very thing, and went to an energy healer this very week for it. I agree.
Did you? I can't believe we didn't hear this.
At the ranch. There was an energy healer.
The ranch being the Westlake Four Seasons.
It's called the Malibu Ranch. Yeah. At the Four Seasons, they had an energy healer that quickly healed June and I on the side.
While on the hike?
Well, no, after the hike, at one point, she's like, I don't think you're angry, hun. I think you pick up on everyone else's rage. I was like,
whoa.
Okay.
That's interesting.
She's like, you've got a very light energy, hun. I know.
Did that change everything?
Well, it's like one of the things where you're like, no one's ever called you beautiful, and then one man does, and you're like, maybe I am. Like, I suddenly felt like healed. Although then she said something disturbing. Literally, she's like, well, we gotta go. And then she goes, I was getting images of a train, hun. She's like, were you ever on a train when you were little? And then she does a facial expression that looks, when someone screws up their face, like something really icky happened. She's like, were you ever on a train when you were little, hun? And there was like... And I go, not that I remember. I think she was trying to hint at like something.
Being touched?
Yeah, there's something. And then I go, not that I remember. And then she waves her hand like, well, if we can't remember, let's move on.
I did take a train to San Diego recently. Was that okay?
Well, everything that I know of on trains has been fine. So she basically was like, if you can't remember it, like, let's move on. I was like, okay.
Some horrible suppressed memory.
Yeah. She goes, sometimes those memories come back up later. So I'm just like, I hope nothing happens.
No, let's just move on from that. Don't ever think about that again.
I won't.
Block it out. Speaking of bad memories, when they show Matt, they show a flashback of Matt, knocking in her windows, and it under the Chiron says Matt's fourth incident.
I noticed that.
Maybe the editors had to like keep them all straight.
Yes, guys, the editors again are the geniuses that keep the lights on of Real Housewives. Like, they give me such joy.
I know, they're so good.
I do really fear for Kenya though.
Oh yeah, I'm laughing just at the.
Well, and the best is when Cynthia's like, well, I think there is love there, and I hope you guys can work this out.
I'm like, what planet is she on? Like,
I know.
normally she's a voice of reason, but she's
not
way
really
off.
though. She stayed in a marriage with a man she didn't love for 2 years too long, and their whole relationship was 2 years. So it was bad from the start.
When
like,
she said, I'm no expert on relationships.
No, she is not.
Like, so why are you giving advice?
And I love that she brought a pad.
Yes, that stupid pad. I thought she just wrote like bleep, blop, bloom, blong. Like she didn't write shit in that pad.
I know. Guys, we got to move on to Beverly Hills. I mean, we're getting to the end here.
Goodness, already.
I know.
Wait, can we just say one thing? Shamia giving that weird blowjob motion.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. Thank you.
That-
I didn't really understand
I didn't know what was happening at first, and it had like sound effects.
Oh, it was far too graphic.
The camera person like zooms right in, and just saying like, wow, I saw a grown woman doing the kind of the blowjob signal.
Yeah, but it had rolling waves. 3 parts.
It had a beginning, a middle, and an end.
I was just like, I didn't know where we were starting, and then it ended.
We went through every. You're right. Every.
I felt like I saw the whole evening leading up to the blowjob.
You felt titillated and you had an orgasm.
And then it was done and everyone was exhausted.
It did go on for quite a long time, didn't it?
Yeah, it was like she went into sort of slow motion.
There's so much going on. So many levels.
Oh, my acid reflux is flaring up. I'm laughing so much.
I had to rewind.
I did too.
Watch.
It was so disturbing.
So let's move on to Beverly.
All right.
Beverly Hills. Thank you for bringing that up, Danielle.
Sorry, we couldn't roll past that.
We couldn't roll past it.
I've not passed it yet. Still, like
No, I'm still right there with
it.
I'm seeing it like out of one eye.
It was like.
There were sound effects. It was moist.
Oh, it really was. Beverly Hills. Here we are, yet another fucking Great Gatsby.
If I have to see these goddamn women dance to Charleston one more fucking time.
All of them with their feathers and their headbands.
And
It's
they're
just a bit passe.
flappered. I mean, we're saying, didn't we have one last year?
And you were saying these parties are done.
I mean, that movie was out, 2 years ago?
More.
This is not an on-trend theme, girls. It's done. Time to move on. No more headbands, no more feathers, no more dresses.
Because they had one, as we said, like a couple years ago, that awful Culver City hotel.
The bordello-y thing.
And then I believe they had one before that at Kyle's house. They did?
Yeah, no.
And Kyle just loves it too much. And I've said it earlier, but I worried about Glenn.
Yeah.
It's not looking very well, is he?
I mean, he's never, he's her party planner, and he was always kind of a strange, party planner, because he was like this Brooklyn guy that was like, I'm looking for the white body.
Should I get some pashminas over at Walmart?
It's like, he is just like personality-wise, you're just like, Glenn, you are working on the docks. What is happening? Like, he's just personality-wise not who you see setting up her annual white party. And then he just, he's been through it. Glenn's been through it.
Yeah, he's been comfort eating.
I'm thinking of Glenn.
Yeah. Glenn, I hope you're okay.
Because I do love him. And we've been with him for 6 seasons now. What has it been? 7 seasons?
I love Glenn.
Yeah.
I barely recognized him, though.
I know.
I think he might have dyed his hair as well. Maybe he'll grown it a bit.
Yeah, he
I
did
don't
look
know.
darker.
I don't think that was it. Now, Lisa Rinna is wearing that little red string. Is that Kabbalah?
I'm assuming it is. I mean, sometimes maybe it's just a hair pony, but
No, that's not a hair pony string.
This is that
It's a
very
little thin
thin
string.
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I think she's probably wearing it as a fashion accessory, though, to be honest.
God, wasn't that 15 years ago?
It was 2005 when I first moved here. Everyone was wearing that red string.
Really?
I thought of getting one, guys.
I did.
It crossed my mind. Tough to admit, but it's true.
Well, Eden. Okay, Eden is so. When she came to Harry and Lisa's barbecue, wearing first of all with a DeVito tattoo on her neck. Is it Danny? And then of course she has just God tattooed on her shoulder, which is so lame.
Yeah, it was just who do I worship? God.
She's so fucking weird.
Yeah.
She needs to give it a rest. She's really flogging a dead horse here with the whole wanting to help Kim thing.
I know. It's every year the new person in wants to help Kim. It's guys.
It is Groundhog Day. Kyle said it best. And now I love how Lisa's hello, Eden. You don't need to stick your nose in that. And it's but you did that last year.
Kyle, you did that 2 episodes ago.
Why is she so obsessed with the sobriety of Kim? And I understand she's been through something tragic with her sister, but it's kind of awkward to go up to 2 sisters and be like, I just know you guys are just like us. My sister's no longer with us. It's weird.
Yeah.
It's far too intense. It's not her place. And I can't quite get over the fact that she is so all about her sobriety, but then dropped it in last week's episode that she's takes Xanax and tranquilizers and stuff like that. It just seems a bit
But yet is pointing fingers about other people's sobriety.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, don't profess to be a huge expert on sobriety, but then have like slightly weird, a weird.
Well, she
interpretation
uses
of
her
herself.
sobriety as kind of like a weapon. Like, it is. And it's sort of, it's like the thing she just decided, like, this is the thing I'm going in with. This is what I'm going to play with. These are the cards in my hand.
Right.
And I'm going to use them. But it's like, yeah, she sort of like weaponizes it in a weird, strange way.
And at first I was kind of okay with it because I thought, okay, I guess she's trying to help Kim with a fight with Lisa. It was still so weird.
Yeah.
But now for her to be like, your sister was cold to me. I'm like, what? She's like, well, she didn't do anything overt. And she didn't, but she wasn't
You mean
warm.
when you confronted her about not being sober, she didn't take it well?
And you do not know her. When she brought it up to Kyle, I thought Kyle actually handled it quite gracefully.
Me too.
Well, she's used to it, isn't she? She's used to.
She also didn't run away. Usually she's just like, I'm out of here, and like literally runs the fuck
And she
away.
said, you're allowed to express your feelings, which I would have been like, get the fuck away from me. Stop talking about my sister.
But I think that Kyle is so used to deflecting questions about her sister in her real life and on the show that she has like probably a list of things that she says to people when it gets brought up. She's like, probably says it till she's blue in the face. Do you know what I mean?
Can we talk about Camille showing up a few times, guys?
Well, Camille and Kim are both being paid little lump sums to keep.
But they just trot Camille out. They don't give her. She's always looks like she just walked out of like a 90s limited express store, like with a strange outfit and a.
And you were right. She did not hit the Gatsby theme.
No, she didn't.
She's always just like just a beat off.
But you know what? She's got so much money from that divorce settlement.
I know, but money
can't
doesn't
buy you class.
Money can't buy you class.
Elegance is earned, my friends.
And then the slightly flat bit.
Like even with
struggles to get there.
with all the sound mixing in the world, they cannot unflatten that note. Like it's so
The guy's like, it's the weirdest thing. Or woman at the sound mixing station.
Guys,
You know, on New Year's Eve, that was
we
a
are
big
the
day.
problem.
That's right.
We are the problem
That's
if we
right.
don't think that there could be a woman sound mixer.
Oh, God. I know. Camille's just she's so boring to me.
She's been through so much. I cannot be mean about her because I've followed all of her trials and tribulations. I didn't really feel that sorry for her with the Kelsey thing because, yeah, whatever. You get what you marry. But the cancer and the abusive Greek boyfriend,
I think guys, I'm going to say something. I think she chooses the wrong man.
yeah.
I don't mean to stop everything, but
fair to say.
But I think she's bad at.
Well, we were also talking about Lisa's daughters are getting testimonials now, which I feel like she's like, I'll come back if Delilah and Belgray or whatever can have testimonials. Luna Bella.
I love the store name is the daughter. What they really are, though. I mean,
And it's really like the way they were talking about Erica was kind of cute, but then later you see next week, I guess, one of her daughters, Delilah, is like, I'm going to walk in a show with Gigi. And then Lisa Rinna just like stares off. And I just pictured her thinking like, and I said that her mother did not have Lyme's disease.
probably shouldn't have been such a bitch to Yolanda because I need her now.
I know she really does. She messed
how
with
I
the
need her.
wrong lady.
She sure did because Yolanda, like now she's single. She is just dedicating her life to Gigi and Bella
and her
Outlaws
Instagram.
careers.
Yeah. Did anyone see the Instagram this week of Anwar and Bella?
Yeah. Yes.
Or no, it's Gigi, I think it was. But I guess when you have beautiful model children, you don't mind posing them in a way that feels sexual. It was to me.
Really?
Yeah, they look like they were a couple.
Like
didn't
lover.
they?
Yeah, and I get it. Like in modeling, like, everyone's just
fluid.
sort of draped on top of each other and that's like the norm. But like I've never touched my sibling in that way.
I need to look at it.
Barely hug my siblings.
I pat my brother when I see
it's
him.
like, good to see you. Shake hands. So to see one like draped like on the other one, and again, it's
Speaking
innocent.
of, and I don't like to get into Kardashians too much because I can go on for hours, but I have always found that Rob and Chloe, they on Kardashians, if you've ever seen, if you didn't know, there's major tension there.
Yeah,
really.
I totally have picked up on that as well over the years. Yeah, there is some kind of like ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, like resentment.
A real
like,
push-pull there.
Yeah.
I mean, they'll straddle each other. It's full on.
But I guess because I don't think Chloe's full blood relation. That's why. Oh, sorry, is that too controversial?
No,
sorry, can I say that?
Oh,
yes, please.
Of course. It's absolutely right what you're saying, but I guess you're right. I guess he feels like, well, we're only half related. This is fine.
That's all right. Let's get on with it.
You do not talk about
We had some side characters come on this week that were interesting. For instance, Andrea, the new trainer.
Oh my goodness.
Andrea was
the new Mia?
Mia times Mia times 20, not in like talent, but just in size alone.
And then Pamela was Kyle's makeup artist.
Oh, Pamela.
Who looked like Alexis Bellino.
With some big lips.
Yeah.
That I don't think she was born with.
No.
Maybe she's born with it.
Maybe it's Maybelline.
Maybe it's lip filler.
I would also real quick, at one point during the picnic, they had like Erica Jane like sitting on the grass, and it felt below her. Like I was like, I don't need to see Erica Jane like sitting on the ground.
No, but I loved her Ultimate Grand Supreme jacket.
Yes.
To nod to toddlers and tiaras. I loved.
Oh, is that what it was?
That's right. You should have it. Can she wear a jacket like that?
No.
Why? Because I don't have the kitsch factor, like the iconic status.
I thought she looked like one of the pink ladies from Grease too.
Which is what I responded to.
I was going to say that's the look I'm going for in my daily life.
Always.
I have to say June Diane wears that well. Did you see it when they put the picture of her on Michelle Pfeiffer's head?
Oh, yeah. No, she could wear that look amazing.
Yeah, she really is a pink lady, June Diane.
Yeah.
No, you can't wear one of those. Sorry.
Okay. Great.
Tough.
Thank you.
Guys, Claire's tough. She never said she wasn't.
I'm just honest.
Remember when Kyle and Kim were sitting there and having a laugh, and then literally we heard the creepiest voice just say, "May I?"
We all went, "Oh, give it a rest."
May I? In that dark black hair, gothic and scary.
She's spooky. She's spooky and strange. Can you imagine what she's sort of? I can imagine her walking around her house in Beverly Hills, sort of talking to herself with a deep voice.
Yeah,
it's going to be a good day. Eden.
Yeah, she needs to. It's going to be a good day.
Let's do some Pilates and then some Pilates. You know?
Yeah.
I don't think that's how she
What does she do with her day, Eden?
Pilates.
That's it?
Pilates.
She teaches or just takes?
She's making those smoothies. She's doing Pilates. Yeah.
I'm not a fan. I think she can go. I don't want her to stick around.
I think she needs to like get it together and fast.
Yeah, she needs to change her tune or bugger off.
Do you think Dorit will be here next year?
Bloody hope not. I can't stand her.
But I think she'll stay.
Yeah, I think she will, because she's thirsty, and the producers.
They've always had trouble with that spot. That spot that Eden is filling. It's just never.
We've had Joyce. We've had
Joyce.
Joyce
and Carp.
Joyce and
her thick dick husband.
Oh, no, I can't even really picture him. But no, there was that horrible Wiccan.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Oh, Carlton.
Who
is a Brit. Do you know her?
No, thank God. Thanks, Danielle, for that.
Erica Jane did her Young and the Restless audition. I thought she was great.
Me too.
She's a natural.
And she took that note beautifully and made a choice.
She was better than Eileen. I actually thought she showed Eileen up.
Agreed.
She was very still.
Yeah, yeah. She was in the clip as well that we saw of her doing her acting. She was very just effortless.
Yeah, she's very still. Something I've never been accused of in my acting.
She has such presence in life, and she can just really hold her own.
Do you know what the word is for Erica Jane? Poise.
Yeah,
so much poise.
She barely opens her mouth, and she's still. I'm captivated.
When she spoke to Kim, it was just like a line or two where she said, I feel for you, because I don't even know what she said. It was like, those two people aren't even on the same planet. Kim has so many issues and is so thirsty and is so kind of complicated and kind of, wounded. And when Erica Jane spoke to her, I feel like she pierced Kim's soul, and Kim felt like a flower getting water.
Wow.
Yeah. She gave her that sort of jewel.
She's generous. She's generous.
And it's genuine.
Yeah.
She's legit.
She's real. She is so. I think that's what we're all responding to in Erica Jane is she's the most real person that's ever been on the show.
Yeah.
And she said it best, where the way she described it, it's like, this is the backbone of all the Housewives moments. But when she was talking about how Eden kept bringing up the moment with Kim, and she's like, I mean, people are nasty to me and I don't say anything. But it's like, but we have to say something because that's this show. But she can get away with like being the outsider and thinking it's crazy.
Because she's fascinating.
She is, but for somebody who looks so sort of out there, to be that genuine, I think is what is so captivating about her.
And just seeing that footage from like years ago when she was acting, she was still beautiful.
Yeah, and I thought she was going to be one of those ladies who looks like completely different now because of all the fillers and the Botox, but actually she looks very much the same.
Very cute.
What is she getting done? Because her skin looks amazing. Is it just that Scott Barnes like glow?
Oh no, she's definitely getting fillers. As a filler lover myself, she's definitely getting fillers. She's
I
definitely
think
getting
so.
Botox.
Something, yeah.
She's getting that like frequency tightening thing, the Ulthera. She's getting it all.
Wow.
But
And
she looks. It's good work.
It's great work.
Great work.
And they've got great people in Pasadena.
Why are we bothering with Beverly Hills?
She's going
ladies?
into town.
She's.
sure.
Casey and I always talk about going into town. She's definitely going into town.
Yeah.
Like you guys are in the Cotswolds.
She's always like, don't we always go to doctors in town?
Like Casey and I only go to the pediatrician in town.
My pediatrician's in Encino.
Ours is in Beverly Hills.
I know. I just can't get my ass down there, guys. But for
Well,
Botox,
so I get my
only
hair
Beverly.
colored in Beverly Hills. Like,
We're always going into town. So if we're going into town for our hair, we can go into town for our children.
No,
That's the
I will.
conversation we
I
have.
go to for my hair. I go to town for my child to go to Encino. Exactly.
it's amazing. I mean, do we have anything else on Beverly Hills before we?
That Cheyenne Jackson is on her show. I'm excited. I love Cheyenne Jackson.
So do I.
I'm a huge fan. So
I am too. Well, PK is such an asshole when he's like, "You two look like the Muppets on the balcony."
Such
he's
a pig.
monster.
But glamorous.
Oh, it's just so rude. Everything is so sort of like he thinks he's trying to be funny, but he's actually just like the bitchiest one of them all in my opinion.
Oh, he is.
He really is. And he wants screen time.
Oh yeah.
This is his moment to
Oh
shine.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like he wants it as much as Dorit.
And do you think really he and Dorit have like a contract or something weird?
Yeah, probably. Do you really think she fancies him?
No way.
Do you think she loves him?
No.
Oh, it's really bizarre.
I also think this was the first time I can remember seeing Vanderpump drunk.
Yes, totally.
I have
normally holds
never
it
felt
together.
her like out of control before. And it just felt like loud, like I don't know, but it was just like, oh, Vanderpump.
There was a
She was
slur.
having a good time.
Yeah, there was a slur when she was having her like one-on-one with Eden. That was the moment, right?
Yeah.
When she had a cig.
Yeah.
And she was doing the Cruella de Vil.
Yeah.
She
and I
made
was like-
PK get her a drink, and he was like, "Whoa."
He's such a pig. I hate him.
I hate him.
And like, so what? You manage Boy George and he lives in your guest house. Or
That's all they
That's not something to be proud of.
And that whole like thing, I know it's last week, but that whole thing with like the curtain that comes down and he sings a crappy song with a guitar.
Can I say I did some research on them this week because I've all the time in the world, you guys. And yes, should I be hanging with my child? Of course. But no, I'm looking at PK and I saw like their wedding was written up in some magazine and I read the article and it was like, and a surprise, Boy George came out and sang. I'm like, that's what they pull out at every fucking party.
Just roll out George.
It's
Big
like their
surprise.
music boy. It's like, God.
Guys, this has been a great episode.
Thank you, Claire.
Claire,
Thank you.
you are such a beloved friend, and we're so happy to have your insight.
And you wanted to say happy birthday to a friend, Claire?
Oh yes, it's Vasi's birthday today. She just got married and it's her birthday. So it's her first birthday as a wife.
oh,
that's nice.
did
Happy
Boy
birthday.
George
Fan.
play at her wedding?
Yes, he did. Of course he did, because she's best friends with Dorit. No, she hates Dorit. As we all do.
As we all do. Claire, can you tell everyone your Instagram?
Oh yes, it's at Clare Mukherjee, but no one's going to be able to spell that.
Well, spell that for everybody.
Oh God, it's Claire without an I, ClareMukherjee.
Yay! I'm so glad to have you, Claire. It was amazing. Danielle and I will see you guys next week, and then we're headed to New York for our shows, which we're so excited
Yeah,
about.
at the Bell House in Brooklyn. We're excited to see you guys there.
Thank you, April. Thank you, Luce.
Thank you, July.
I don't know what's happening. Thank you, everyone at Earwolf. We're
Signing off.
I was like, what are we? Thanks, Claire. Thank you, June Diane, for your statement.
Yes.
It was-
Everyone, hug those close to you.
yeah, tonight's quite a night. Bye. We're back.
We forgot to talk about something so crazy that happened today.
I mean, we literally had to come back and get on the mic.
Because the Jason Hoppy being arrested for stalking Bethany, guys.
He showed up at her daughter's school and apparently threatened her.
He was like, you'll pay. Or something like evil villain-esque. Like.
Yeah, and just threatening her. And then apparently this was on Friday, but it just came out on Daily Mail today. I mean,
didn't you say, or was it Claire that said, I always thought he was a monster?
It was Claire because I thought he was like so charming.
Me too. I was like, she's finally found someone that can put up with all the craziness.
Doesn't watching these shows sort of give you insight into how you personally see people?
Yeah.
Because I'll be like, I love that guy. And then it's like...
I know. I've had to rethink the way I look at people now.
Yeah. It seems like he's completely just spinning out.
He really is. Why can't he just let it go is my question.
I think he feels like he was so embarrassed, but it's like...
But can I ask
you weren't really, you guys broke up.
As long as he gets custody of his daughter in the way that feels right, like, just like 50-50 or whatever worked for them, like he should just back away. Once you get custody of the kid, back away.
I don't know what's happening. It seems like he's still obsessed with Bethany because apparently he's been sending her current boyfriend, Dennis Shields, I believe is his name.
That rolled off your tongue really
I know,
easy.
like a million emails. He's been FaceTiming Bethany a million times. Like there's something, he's come unhinged.
I know. I just want to be like, dude, get help now.
Because this is going to keep him from seeing his kid. I mean, this is crazy.
It really is. So just a word to Jason, if you're listening, I'm sure you are. Back away from Bethany.
So now you're threatening Jason.
I'm giving helpful advice to Jason. Back the fuck away.
Yeah, I agree. All right. Goodbye, everyone. We just had to say that.
Friends, why not take a trip to Spontaneanation, where hours of listening pleasure await you. Hours made up of moments. Moments like these.
Guys, maybe we should put our cards on the table here.
Okay.
I feel like one or two or all of us might be, and this is going to sound weird, and please don't hate me for saying this, human killing robots.
Oh, what a relief.
I am.
Thank you so much. I am too.
I am too.
Oh my God.
I killed Roberto.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And you're going to sing a solo away hilarious.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, that is very ironic.
Yeah, right?
Is that irony?
I think so.
Let me listen to that one song and I'll get back to you. I can do it later.
Listen to Spontaneanation with me, Paul F. Tompkins, on Earwolf, iTunes, Stitcher, or your favorite podcast app.
This has been an Earwolf production, executive produced by Scott Aukerman, Chris Bannon, and Colin Anderson. For more information and content, visit earwolf.com.